students. Today I am going to teach you mate selection. This topic is in continuation to the earlier topic, sexual behavior or sexual dimorphism. In this topic, we will understand the sexual selection as a behavior to survive. We will also learn to differentiate between intra and extra sexual selection. To explain different mate selection strategies, we will be able to cite the examples and the mechanism how different mate selection strategies are followed or adopted by different animals. In sexual dimorphism, we have understood that there is a sexual dimorphism, a difference between male partner and female partner. And in most common cases, the male partners have more attractive features compared to the female partners. We have also understood that this difference, a dimorphism, is for the better selection of sex or partner. Not only the colors, we have understood that the weapons, there are different weapons or armors the animals used to carry to establish the strength or the power capacity to maintain the territory. The animals have all these weapons, and this is one of the key point or one of the character for which they can ensure their mate selection or get the attention of females for fertilization and reproduction. And this is not only limited to some terrestrial animals. Across the animal diversity, even up to fishes, these types of sexual dimorphism exist. In this picture, in this slide, you can see the different fishes. The males, they have different colors. Even if they have no color, they have different armors. All these examples we have discussed in our previous class. And let us start from one of them, that is the extravagant character of animals. For example, the peacock tail. You can see the peacock tail is very long and it can span it in a very wide way. The spanning of the the plumage of peacock is not helpful for its feeding or for its flying or such kind of activities that actually is performed by these types of plumage. Then why it is there? Why these ornaments are there for peacock? Why different colors are there for animals? So this is a question not in our mind only. This question was in the mind of Darwin also. You might have heard about the book of Darwin, that is On the Descent of Man and Selection in Relation to Sex. This book was written in 1871 and it tried to focus on the sexual selection of men and also the organisms which are having different extravagant traits or characters which reduce their survival chances. For example, peacock, already I told you in the previous slide. Darwin tried to establish that there is a theory, some principles are followed behind this kind of characters, and he tried to term or identify it as a sexual selection. What is sexual selection? According to Darwin, it is totally different from natural selection. different in the way that it arises through variance in mating success. What does it mean? It means the animals try to get mating success through different ways, and every animal has their own way to get this kind of success, mating success. And these variations are acquired through different activities, plays, characters, ornaments, or many more kind of features. And this is what called sexual selection in case of animals. So there are two kinds of sexual selection. One is intrasexual selection and another is intersexual selection. What is intrasexual selection? It is the mating success determined by within sex interactions. For example, male-male combat. In the picture, you can see two animals are fighting, and both are male. So they are fighting to win or to defeat the other, so that the dominance can be established and a claim can be made on the females. So it is called within sex interactions, means the interactions between male and male. In many cases, this kind of competition takes place between male and female. It is called intersexual selection. It means mating success is determined by between sex interaction. For example, female switch of males. It is also known as epigamic selection. So how the female, the choice the male, and correspondingly how the male tries to establish that let it be chosen by the female. Let us see what is epigamic selection. So epigamic selection, as you know, it is an intersexual selection or a competition or selection of one sex by the another sex. This provides direct benefit to female because the female tries to select a better male, and there is a reason, because the better male, this term can be explained in terms of health, in terms of resourceful, in terms of protective. So in different ways this term can be explained. In whatever way it is explained, the female gets a benefit because the better male has the quality of protecting, feeding and giving a space to the female, and it finds the fertile male and improves fecundity. Better male always having good fertility, and that way the female finds the fertile male and it improves the fecundity, the number of offsprings, their survival are ensured through selection of the fertile male. Again, it also gives some indirect benefits. Say for example, the choosy daughters produce ornamented one. Those daughters who are very choosy means they are very selective. They pick up the best one among the few numbers of males. So whatever they pick up, that is very quality wise superior, and that is why the daughters produce ornamented ones, maybe son or daughter they produce, and the ornamented male only ensures offspring viability. What does it mean? It means if the female choose a very better mate for reproduction, it can produce ornamented ones, ornamented males, and when the male is ornamented, only then it can influence the other females and ensure the offspring viability, the offspring's survivability. So that is what the epigamic selection has a complementary selection. The females choose the best one, and for that the male has to establish that he is the best one as per the requirement of the female. So it is a kind of intersexual selection. There are different mating systems. These mating systems also help the selection of mate. These are mainly monogamy, polygamy, and promiscuity. In monogamy, one male mates exclusively with one female. Whereas in case of polygamy, there are two situations. In case of polygamy, individual mate with more than one partner, and there are two situations of this kind of approach. One is polygyny and second is polyandry. In case of polygyny, some males mate with more than one females. So here a number of males are there, or one male may mate with more than one females. But in polyandry, there are females that mate with more than one males. So there one female is there who has multiple male partners. In case of promiscuity, males mate with more than one female and vice versa. So there is no fixed condition that one male will mate with multiple female or one female will mate with multiple male. There are many male may mate with many females, or many females mate with many males. So this is what the mating systems, and each and every mating system has its own advantage of mate selection. So for example, in case of monogamy, one male mate exclusively with one female. So there is a fix 1-to-1. Every male finds their own mate. But that is not true in case of polygamy, where in case of polygyny, some males may not find any female for reproduction. Similarly, polyandry, some females may not find any male for reproduction. Here we can discuss it in detail, that in case of first case, monogamy, all males have same mating success, one mate, because they can ensure the single male and single female, they can ensure 1-to-1 ratio is balanced. However, in case of polygyny, you can see some males zero mate, because they cannot succeed in the competition and cannot get the attention of the female. So some males get one mate because they cannot influence multiple females, whereas some males get two mates or more than two mates because they are strong, beautiful, or having some specific features to influence the female, and they get more number of chances for reproduction. So here the competition is more intense than the monogamy situation. Similarly, in case of polygyny, most males, they hardly get any chance to mate with females. But the male which is very, very strong, he can get many mates, because many females may like that particular male who is strong and very protective, resourceful, or many other features that they want, the females want. So in this case, many males may not get any chance to mate because they don't have those characters that the particular male has. So many times what happens to maintain the polyandry, the animals play some specific roles. Say for example, jackanas is an example. This is a bird where it exhibits two strategies. One is harem polyandry and second is sex role reversal. Harem polyandry means it maintains a small territories where the females are there. Or sometimes what happens, sex role reversals. The male used to take care of the young ones, eggs, that is laid by the females, and female goes for multiple partners, laying eggs one after another. So this is what the female is getting more chances. However, the few males may get the choice. The female get the chance to mate with the female. So the male takes care of the eggs, and the number of males a female mate determines her reproductive success, because number of males it mate, the number of individuals it get to take care of the eggs. If it mates with the same individual, that male may not be able to protect or take care of a large number of eggs. That is why the division of work among the males are divided, so that every male will get a chance to mate with the female, and they get the eggs to take care of. They get the youngs to take care of. So this is called sex role reversal. So this is a specific strategy they follow to ensure their young ones to survive. Second one is territory. So it is a very common feature for maximum mammals, where they maintain a territory within which they maintain all resources. Territory may have two basic specific purposes. The first one is that an area is defended for exclusive use of the defender against rivals. So within this area, it defends its own partners, own family members. So whatever rivals are excluded from this area. So this is a territory, and it is also defended by males or females, and for multiple purposes. Say for example, resources, shelter, and also a mark of courageousness. So for different reasons the territory is maintained, and this is one way to establish that the territory can accommodate the females, maybe one or more than one females. So this is a way that the male tries to establish its ability for mate selection. Here you can see territorial defense polygyny, how it happens. So as I told you, sometimes territories are defended simply for resources, food, basking sites, dens or hiding places, etc. And many times this may still be important for sexual selection. For example, if females choose a male territory based on the resource within the territory, so the female gets attracted because a female wants to feed the young ones after their birth. That is why the female may like a place where resources are available, where someone is there to protect the young ones. So the female prefers choose the male with a territory. Many times what happens, the male set up territories around females. So this is a tactic. The male set up the territories around the females, or sometimes the females to set up territory around the males. But in most cases, the male set up territories around females, and in this way it may set up multiple territories, and these territories are to cover the resources for the females. You can see there are 3 females and there are 3 territories set up by a male. So this is a kind of a situation of polygyny, territorial defense polygyny in case of animals. Then harem polygyny also there. The harem polygyny, a male has a number of females for mating. Say for example, elephant seals, the breeding females clustered together on beaches allows male to defend a harem of many females at once. So the male is very strong, stronger male, and it can fight with its colleagues. It can fight with its counterparts and protect these females. You will be surprised to know that male elephant seals weigh up to 3 times more than the females, and 8 individual males inseminates 348 females in one study. So that is what you understood, that you can understand that the harem polygyny, how do they maintain. And here in this picture you can see the bull male elephant seal engage in violent bloody fights over females. So the body size, their body size help them to fight with the other rebels. This is how they maintain their harem. Another very important mate selection strategy is the lacking polygyny. Lacking is a very specific behavior of some animals where the males aggregate in particular areas called lakes and displays for females. They fight for females. They fight, display, dance, sometimes they sing, and different performance they use to display. And the females, they may choose the best one who displays the best behaviors in these lakes. So there is a good example you'll find in the black grouse, where they go to one place, they gather in one place, and in that place the all males they try to display. Sometimes they fight to establish their strength, and that way they try to establish that they are the best male to be chosen by a female. And here you can see this is a picture where the lake, this is a lake, and all males are inside and females are waiting outside to choose the male. The first best male will be chosen by best female, and that way it goes in an order. And say for example, sometimes it happens that the first best male may be chosen by a number of females. It is lacking polygyny. And then next one, the remaining females may go for the next best one. This is how they maintain the total polygyny nature. So students, what we have learned today? We have learned that sexual selection plays significant role in survival of animals. Survival in terms of the young ones. And that is why the sexual selection is very, very important, so that the future of young ones may be ensured. And better selection may have better assurance of the future survival of the young ones. Then the first strategy of mate selection is intra and extra sexual selection. So the males fight among themselves or females fight among themselves to get the better opposite sex is one of the first strategies, one of the strategies that comes in case of mate selection. Then mating system as mate selection strategy also adopted by a large number of animals. Although monogamy is there, in case of many animals, the polygyny and polyandry also functions as a better mating strategy. Harem and lacking are special mate selection cases. And sex role reversal also I would like to mention here, a special mate selection cases where the animals try to get the young ones with a better male and to continue their reproduction. So students, we have learned all these things in this class, and the next class we will learn some theories. These theories are related to mate selection, and we will understand how some theories can explain better the behavior of mate selection in animals. Thank you.